Good morning, Cantor Jody. I'm creating this video for you to make it easier for you to walk you through the process of posting the letter of recommendation that you so kindly wrote for us onto LinkedIn. You can see this as a tutorial. So in this directory is 2 copies of the letter that you wrote. One is in Word format, the other is in text format. I think you'll find the text format easier to cut and paste, but you could use either one. They're identical. The 4 steps are when you go into the LinkedIn profile, and I'm going to walk you through it live on the LinkedIn profile after I show you the screenshots. But you go into ask for recommendation, which seems completely counterintuitive because you're trying to make a recommendation. But at least from what I found in LinkedIn, you can't go directly to a make a recommendation tab on your profile. You have to go to ask for recommendation. Then you will see on that screen the option to make a recommendation. You then select that our relationship is business partner. If you do one of the other possibilities, it'll ask you all sorts of questions that we don't need to think about. So business partner seems to be the simplest form to fill out. And then you go to that you are recommending me, and you cut and paste the text into that box. And I will walk you through that process of actually doing that. But of course, I'm going to be doing it from my perspective, and so things may be slightly different on your side because it's you recommending me. So we're now going to go to preview, and this is showing you what happens once you click on ask for recommendation from the profile. It will say, okay, who do you want to be recommended for? Choose who you want, what you want to be recommended for, what position, whom you'll ask, and this is a generic thing that LinkedIn writes for me. Now, this isn't important from your perspective, except that once you're on this page, you then click over just so intuitively to received recommendations. Why? Well, I don't know, but you do. And once you're in received recommendations, you see this screen that says manage recommendations you've received. You see your different positions for you. You see make a recommendation. Now that's what's important here. You select a name from your connections list because you don't want to be typing in my details and perhaps make a mistake, or I type in your details and perhaps make a mistake. Select it from your connections list. That's how you start to make a recommendation. It will then ask you what's our relationship, and you want to select business partner. In that slide that I just showed you here, you see it says colleague, service provider, I think it says student-teacher relationship, and then it says business partner. Business partner, as I said, it's just the simplest form to fill out that I found so far. And then you say you worked at different companies, and your title at the time, mine was executive director and founder at Singing Torah. Yours is Cantor at Temple Beth Elohim. You then cut and paste your recommendation into this box. This is me cutting and pasting a recommendation to you in this box. Now we're going to go over to LinkedIn and show it to you more directly. Okay, so here you see my view profile. You see my profile. Click on imagine this being your profile, of course. Please click on Ask for Recommendations. Now you see the screen that I said. Click over, please, to Received Recommendations. You see the screen that I described. You see Make a Recommendation all the way at the bottom. Go down there. Now I'm going to select from the list you, of course. You'll see my connections. And you would be probably under... Okay, it looks like it's last name first. So you're going to be under Suffren. I'm going to be under Stiebel. If we have a last name that's kind of near the end, you'll need to scroll down. Mine is ST. And with you, I need to scroll down as well. There we are. Now I'm going to select your name, but in this case, you're going to be selecting mine. You select business partner, as mentioned, because that's the simplest and most accurate. We then say connect. The basic recommendation, choose. You worked with Jody, but at different companies. Again, that makes the form simpler. Say, what was my title? My title, my title, you're going to put in your title there, which is going to be Cantor at Temple Beth Elohim. And you put in my title, Executive Director and Founder. And here you then cut and paste the recommendation, which is here. I just opened it up in a text editor. I cut and pasted it. And here it is. There we see the recommendation. And I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to view and see this. Okay, fine. So then I would... So then in your situation, you would press send here, and that should send the recommendation to me. So this is a reasonably simple process. I've created it in a video for your convenience, and so feel free to review this video and let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing this recommendation showing up in my inbox on LinkedIn. Thank you again for your assistance and help on this. As I mentioned, this greatly helps us communicate to other people who do not have the knowledge and have not taken the time that you have so graciously afforded us to understand exactly what it is that we are doing and the benefit that we can provide for bar or bat mitzvah children. By your doing so, this will enable us to move forward more effectively and more efficiently and not have to repeat this process over and over again when we speak to each new cantor or rabbi. And God willing will enable us to get this software out sooner and to build support for it in able to raise money that should lower the cost per student of the software over time while still covering our expenses in creating this innovative software. I thank you for listening, and I thank you in advance for your additional help, and I thank you already for the help that you've provided and the valuable feedback that you've provided. I look forward to continuing to be in touch and to serving you and your community and other cantors and their communities.